Why is everyone turning on Jojo Siwa? Again, the inventor of gay pop is bleeding likes on TikTok right now. So it's like Jojo Siwa, more like Jojo See Less, more like Jojo Siya, more like it's Jojova. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But what happened? Is it another new song? Is she having another awkward encounter with Candace Cameron Bure? Is she drunk at Disneyland? What has she done now? Or is this just a representation of a change in celebrity culture? A TikToker by the name of Anita posted this now viral clip this week saying, bruh, imagine if we all just started ignoring celebrities. Like, how hilarious would it be if they posted and got like 13 likes? She's right, that would be hilarious. But in a shocking twist nobody could have possibly seen coming, TikTok users immediately suggested to try this out on Jojo Siwa. Why? Because people just seem to love making fun of Jojo Siwa on TikTok. I don't know. So the ignoring began. A recent video by Jojo has 10 million views and only around 20,000 likes, and there are comments on the video that have more likes than the video itself. If you don't believe me, go and check it out. I'm sure the numbers are even more dramatic now. But people in the comments of Anita's video were celebrating the beginning of this, saying things like, we got Jojo Siwa and it's working on Jojo. Kim Kardashian next. And so they did. Kim Kardashian has also seen a decrease in likes because of this trend. Not as dramatic as Jojo, but a recent video of hers has 6.5 million views and only around 100,000 likes. It's funny saying that because I feel like most of us will never see that amount of likes in our life, even like cumulative. But for Kim Kardashian, who's one of the biggest stars in the world, that is a really low number and could easily be causing her a little bit of stress today. Funnily enough, this grand plan of ignoring celebrities and not liking their posts has backfired just a little bit. Once Jojo was targeted, there was actually an influx of users flocking to her profile to see if the plan was working, which instead of reducing her engagement, got her even more views than she normally does. People were in the comments on Jojo's post talking about the plan in front of everyone, literally revealing the entire thing. And like, I thought the first rule of Ignore Jojo Siwa Club was don't talk about Ignore Jojo Siwa Club. But there's so many comments on there just saying, it's working, which is somewhat ironic, maybe a little ironic. My personal favorite comment was one that just said, us commenting is not helping. Yeah, good shout. I agree. This isn't the first time something like this has happened or that someone's had a similar idea. Earlier this year, we had Blackout 2024, where people started blocking celebrities who weren't using their platforms to speak against injustices. The goal there was to pressure the rich, the famous, and the bougie into action by impacting their online reach. Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian were some of the bigger names thrown around as main targets, and they did lose a considerable amount of followers at the time. It happened after the Met Gala, which makes sense because the Met Gala was very much giving Hunger Games this year. People felt uncomfortable about all the opulence and extreme wealth on display while conflicts were escalating around the rest of the world. I mean, I get it. When we're online, we scroll past videos of war, climate change, economic despair, right alongside celebrity excess. And that's a stark contrast between suffering and indulgence. One of the comments that sparked Blackout 2024 was from influencer Hailey Khalil, who posted a video of herself at the Met Gala saying, "Let them eat cake." Which, that set a lot of people off, leading to someone coining the term digital guillotine. Just that interaction to me says so much, especially considering that in France, just before the revolution of 1789, the one where they cut off people's heads, the proportion of national wealth held by the top 10% was about 90%, and the fraction possessed by the top 1% was as much as 60%, which is actually not dissimilar to a lot of countries today right now. But back to Jojo Siwa. I don't think wealth disparity is the key underlying reason that people decided to ignore her. Like, are people relying on Jojo Siwa as their moral compass or for their world news and opinions? Probably not. But are people's attitudes towards celebrities just changing? According to some experts, yes. Influencer fatigue is real and it's weighing on young people who crave authenticity as inflation rises and achieving a stable livelihood becomes increasingly difficult. According to data from a Y+ study, 45% of people between the ages of 13 and 22 say influencers just don't have the impact that they used to. Young people who do spend most of their time online are starting to understand the value of attention and the power that they hold as the attention giver. Attention equals brand deals, and brand deals equal money. It feels like there's this urge to have more control over who we make rich and famous via a little like or a little share or a little click. And there's an understanding that if we all just ignored somebody, they would probably just go away. As we move away from more traditional celebritism, where we relied on tabloid machine to paint an image of a celebrity for us, now our engagement with celebrities is far more direct, far more micro than ever before, and often, honestly, we learn information about celebrities totally against our will. Like, we all know way too much about Jada and Will. Honestly, I didn't want to know a single thing, and I know everything, and I can't say I'm happy about it. So maybe this speaks to the idea that people just want a say in who they're famous and who they know about. And it's possible we'll see more trends like this as online celebrities, I feel like, get held to a different standard than your classic A-listers, and events like the Met Gala are still going to generate a passionate response. I'm gonna be so brave right now and ask something, so brave. What did Jojo Siwa even do? Is it illegal to be weird and cringe? Is it illegal to destroy your hairline wearing a ponytail your whole life? Is it illegal to get drunk at Disneyland? Maybe actually, it might actually be illegal to get drunk at Disneyland. I don't know, I've never been, I have to check. But I want you to ask yourself, right, who is Jojo Siwa hurting? Other than our ears sometimes and our eyes some other times, who is she actually hurting? I feel like if we're gonna block or ignore people to send a message or try and bring change, I reckon we can maybe aim like a little bit higher than Jojo Siwa. But it is interesting to see different ideas develop on how the little guys hold the big guys accountable.